Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Season 2 of Devil's a Part-Timer, Episode 3, and once again, great episode. Loved it, because I'm a big fan of the series, so... But Episode 3 was great. And now it's time for some family time, where Maou and Emmy take Alice out to an amusement park because thanks to the tickets they got, and while Chi, Ashia, and Rika follow them, and starting with Ashia's, his facial expressions once again is great and hilarious, because he's just cringing, right, because of how much money that Maou is spending on Alice, especially for buying a hat that's worth 2,500 yen and some other things. He's just because he's spending all that hard-earned money on stuff basically spoiling her, right, and then also they're just taking her to this Power Rangers show, which I would like to see how this whole thing would have turned out, though. But the thing is, though, the whole Power Rangers show was cut short because Alice, if I miss, wasn't feeling too hot, right, and so they had to cut the show a bit short. And while Maou runs off, Emmy's trying to help her because they have this crescent moon. The crescent moon starts appearing on her forehead. The lady in white comes up to her and uses this ring to basically just heal her, makes her all better. And she's like, "Who are you? And what do you want?" And even the woman says, "I'm not your enemy. I'm not here to fight you. I'm just basically looking after, watching, basically." And yes, and if anyone who's read the manga series and just watching this, just watching the anime, right? But I'm saying it right now, if anyone who's not read the manga, spoiler, the woman in white is Amelia, or Emmy. That's her mother. She's because remember in the first season where she said she's half angel, right? She is, because in this episode it also reveals that not only that Emmy's mom that's her mom, she's the angel that rescued, basically saved, Maou back when he was a young demon from almost dying. Because when Alice and Emmy, they go up in a Ferris wheel, privately, right? Because our gang of Rika, Chi, and Asha, they try to follow up the wheel because they want to see how they're doing, right? Trying to follow them, but sadly, though, in the process, Chi accidentally gets left behind, so it's only Rika and Asha alone together in one compartment of the Ferris wheel. But anyway, I was saying that Maou, he's explaining how back when he was a young demon, how his parents were wiped out because he barely knew them. Only last time he saw them was their lifeless bodies, bloodied up and dead. And then he was on the verge of dying until this angel saved him. And he's asking, why did this angel save me? Maybe because I was weak, or just felt sorry for me, whatever. But yeah, the angel the angel afterwards gave Maou that crescent fragment that he planted into this pot that would later grow up, and that would later become Alice, in the apple form. So that's why, in a way, you could say that why Alice calls Satan Papa, because it is kind of funny. I think it is kind of funny to call her Papa, her father, because he's the one who planted her, basically. So, and then why would she call Emmy her mom? Because Right, because that Emmy's mom gave Satan that fragment of her. So, yeah, but yeah, just saying that that woman, the woman in white, the angel that saved Maou, that's Emmy's mom. So I was like, if anyone had read the manga, so I just let you know. But I'm sure people who have know all this is going on. But yeah, so as soon as and then but after when she leaves, when Maou comes back, just Emmy goes outright just punches him in the face. Like, how can you be so oblivious? How did you not see that woman there? But it turns out that's why when they're going up the Ferris wheel, he goes and explains all that. I mean, this is a whole lot of fun, And then after when Rika and Asha get put together and accidentally leaving Chi behind, she kind of feels bad, gets filled big down, and she goes and just goes back home, right? In the meantime, Lucifer, Urushihara, he's back at home by himself, and he's ordering pizza, which Asha would get mad at him for that as well. Which Susanoo is there too as well. And then while it's happening, we have those mysterious figures and then at the ending of the last episode come in. They show up at their door, which turns out it's the guy named Gabriel. Shows up at the door, and then afterwards, after when they get off, and even Rika, when Rika is alone with Asha, she starts, which, like I said, me reading the manga, that she has feelings for him. Because she's getting all embarrassed, and she's like, basically her heart's throbbing, she's blushing, because she likes Asha. And even after when Maou, Emmy, and Elsa get off, they purchase the picture as well, which is another funny moment where, as they're getting on the Ferris wheel, Emmy, being scary looking, says 3 tickets, please. Even the ticket collector is like, oh, that's a scary mom. Compared to, to Maou, who is a very calm, kind father figure, right? But to Emmy, just like, 3 tickets, please. I mean, this is great, And, but Emmy purchased that picture with the 3 of them together. Family photo. And even when Rika and Asha get the photo, which I think Rika keeps that photo, and she exchanges numbers with Asha in case he needs anything. So yeah, they're like I said, which I would say also, not only that she likes Asha, because like I said, reading the manga, she eventually does find out the truth about them as well. So, and after that, she exchanges numbers with them, and they go back to their place, but they're surrounded with the Susanoo and Urushihara are surrounded by those mysterious men, and and Gabriel, the mysterious man we saw at the end of the last episode, because they came here to get the sacred sword from Emmy and the child Alice. And even Gabriel's like, "Hey kid, you want to come with us?" She says no, but they're gonna try to take her anyway. And even Gabriel blasts Maou back with his powers, blasts him against the wall, and he's like, even though we have full powers, I don't think you can defeat me. Even the mentions like, oh well, he took on another angel, Sariel, and beat him. So don't be so sure about that. And then Chio stands in the way to protect Maou, and because we know that Chio is in love with Maou. Even back in the first season, she explains how she's fallen for him. She does a couple things to try to impress him. She's in love with Maou, so she's gonna use herself as a shield to protect him. So please don't hurt him. Please don't hurt him. He's like, please don't hurt him anymore. Even Gabriel's like, hey, don't do that. I can't take it when you're just pleading like that and apologizing like that. So yeah, he can't take someone just shouting and screaming at him like, "Hey, don't do that," um, and then he was like, "Okay, how about we do a trade? Oh, you can hammer the child, and I'll pay for your pizza that Ushihara bought." Even Ashi's like, "What?" Because he ate their pizza, and. But the thing is, though, they're not gonna leave until they get the child and the sword. So they're gonna delay this until the next day. So they're gonna be back because they're not gonna leave until they get them both. So they're just gonna leave for now, and that's that. And so, yeah. But a lot of this great was. Like I say, it shows another great episode that I've thoroughly enjoyed. Like say, Maou, Emmy, and Alice, spend time like a family, right? Which is kind of more like to Emmy's dismay because her basically her being sort of the sort of husband to King Satan, the demon that she vowed to kill but didn't. But she's doing this for the sake of Alice or Alice. Right, she's doing it for her sake, trying to keep her happy, and then with the angel, the woman of white, which turns out it is Emmy's mother because you read the manga, who healed the baby and when Maou gave the backstory how when he was a kid on the verge of dying, he was saved by her and gave her the crescent fragment, and like so you can see that he is the father to Alice. Because he's the one who planted her basically in that pot. And then the funny moments, more of the love stuff with Chiho, with her feelings for Maou, even with Rika and Ashi together alone in that Ferris wheel, how she's having feelings for him, and seeing that Power Ranger show, which I would love to see how that show would have ended. It would have been interesting to see. And just all the characters I've enjoyed. Because like I said, I love the characters from the first season. I'm still it's like, hey, they never left. Really still have fun with these characters a lot. I love the characters, and they all have been really great. And as I said, more of the romance stuff and like a very hilarious shenanigans. And especially was fun just punching Maou right in the face. Or when Asha is his facial expressions when it comes to when Mao's spending money, hard-earned money that's, just spoiling the little kid, But yeah, this is another fantastic episode. But as like I said, the guys, they're going to wait until come back to the next day to come and get them because they're not going to leave without them, so... And so let's see on the next episode. Like I said, I already know what happened because, like I said, since I've read the manga, I know what to expect the next episode. So, but as for this episode 3, great episode. I've really enjoyed it. Lots of fun with the characters I've enjoyed. Another great episode. And so, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and we'll see y'all later.